AOD-9604, Next-Gen Fat Loss Peptide. 1. Introduction. Welcome back to our peptide series. In today's episode, we're looking at AOD-9604, a laboratory-designed peptide derived from human growth hormone, marketed as a next-generation fat loss compound. What exactly is it? How does it work? And why do some athletes and bodybuilders experiment with it? Let's dive in. 2. What is AOD-9604? AOD stands for anti-obesity drug. It's a synthetic analog of HGH fragment 176 to 191. Scientists modified the sequence slightly to improve its metabolic properties. Developed in Australia in the late 1990s, early 2000s as a potential obesity treatment. Unlike full HGH, it is not anabolic and does not significantly raise IGF-1 levels. Originally tested in oral and injectable forms in clinical trials. How it works. Like HGH fragment 176 to 191, AOD-9604 stimulates lipolysis, fat breakdown, and inhibits lipogenesis, fat storage. It appears to act directly on fat cell receptors rather than via pituitary growth hormone release. Preclinical studies showed increased fat burning, especially in abdominal and visceral fat depots. In animal studies, AOD-9604 also improved blood lipid profiles and showed minimal impact on blood glucose or insulin sensitivity. Claimed benefits, trainer and user reports. 1. Fat loss. Often used in cutting phases to accelerate fat loss, particularly stubborn midsection fat. Anecdotal reports of improved tightness and faster reduction of visceral fat when combined with diet and cardio. 2. Fewer side effects than HGH. Because it doesn't raise IGF-1, it avoids water retention, carpal tunnel, or joint pain typical of HGH. Some users combine it with HGH fragment or other fat-burning agents. 3. Oral possibilities. Early trials tested oral capsules, although most underground products are subcutaneous injections like other peptides. This oral option is part of the reason it gets so much discussion. Side effects and limitations. Not anabolic, so no direct muscle-building effect. Evidence gap. Human clinical trials for obesity did not produce blockbuster results, and regulatory approval was never granted. Injection site reactions, redness, itching, mild bruising. Unknown long-term safety, still experimental, no large long-term datasets in healthy athletes. Dosing practices seen in the community, informational but not medical advice. Common bodybuilding protocol, 250 to 500 micrograms subcutaneously once or twice daily, often on an empty stomach or before cardio. Some cycle it for 4 to 12 weeks. Some stack it with HGH fragment or other fat-burning agents. Underground oral versions exist, but bioavailability is debated. Science versus real-world feedback. Research data. Animal studies, significant fat loss and metabolic improvements. Human trials, mild to moderate weight loss, no serious side effects reported, but not dramatic enough for regulatory approval. Athlete and trainer observations. Works best as a complement to strict nutrition and training. Mixed reviews. Some notice clear changes, others see little effect, which may be due to product quality, dosing, or individual response. Target item. Conclusion. AOD-9604 is essentially an evolved version of the HGH fat loss fragment. It was designed as an anti-obesity drug and shows promise in stimulating fat burning without the growth-promoting or IGF-1 boosting effects of HGH. However, the scientific evidence is limited, and in the bodybuilding world, it's treated as an adjunct tool, not a magic fat burner.